Back here. Dante, we're taking a look at the weather out there, and it's really nice right now.
Yes, it is, Anthony. Warm, not as windy as yesterday, but the ground's still really dry, so that's why that fire danger remains elevated. But there's something else that could be on fire, I guess, figuratively, as we talk about it later tonight. You know what that could be?
Oh, the moon.
Yes,
right?
We've got a very rare event coming up here. It's our full worm moon for the month of March, but also you could call it a blood moon. Yes, it's a lunar eclipse. We don't have these very often, but interesting enough, around the world it happens about twice a year. And, in 2025, this will be the first opportunity here in the United States. Might be a couple clouds filling their way in. So not completely cloud-free, but keep that in mind. You're going to have to be an early riser here. About 2 in the morning seems to be a good time to see it. The moon moving into the Earth's shadow. That's why you get the light scattering, kind of the sunset effect. But hey, it's perfectly safe to look at it here with glasses or without because there's no sunlight. You don't need anything special. Just make sure you wake up real early to see it. It's not going to last long. Cloud cover at the lower levels increasing this afternoon. We'll start to see that fill into higher levels as we get into the evening as well. A little bit hazy with that wildfire smoke both locally and also out towards the Mississippi River and the west. There's a weak little disturbance. You saw the spin, the showers down by Memphis, Tennessee. That energy pushes its way northward tonight. That might allow a spotty shower or a storm, particularly south of Interstate 64. We're dry through 7 o'clock. By about 8:30, you see a few of these pop-up showers and storms in Kentucky. Not a lot of wind energy here, but they might increase in number, especially down into the coal fields as they push their way eastward through midnight. So here's our cloud cover. Looks like the center of that disturbance is still hovering over us by about 2 in the morning. So not completely cloud-free, but a lot of this I think we'll be able to see through. In some spots in the Kentucky, you saw the activity earlier, it will be fine. We dry out into Friday, but the winds pick back up. 20-25 miles an hour out of the south. Not a lot of rain chances during the day. In fact, pretty warm, nearing 80 degrees here. Nice and mild. Get outside tomorrow as well. But heading into the weekend, this pattern is going to change quite a bit. And we have a big storm system on the way starting Saturday and heading into Sunday. We're going to call Weather Alert Day here. The big thing, gusty winds. Even outside of thunderstorms, it's going to be 30 to 40 miles an hour. Some of these storms will be strong. The highest chance of that severe potential will be west. And take a look at these wind gusts. Maybe even 30 to 40 miles an hour during the day Saturday and late Saturday night. Gets really intense. Likely going to have a couple tree branches come down even with numbers like this. But the bigger concern that I also have is the thunderstorms. Your slight risk area. This number 2, I think the highest chances are out to the tri-state and west. 60-mile-an-hour gust with any thunderstorms, maybe even an isolated tornado. And this risk zone does include us here in Charleston. There's 2 opportunities here. The first one, a weakening area of showers and storms that may strengthen early on Saturday morning. You can see by about 11 a.m. noon, places like Ripley, Parkersburg, we get a gusty thunderstorm in through our northern counties close to the Ohio River. The other factor, though, is that wind initially is southeasterly. So here in the Kanawha Valley, the initial activity could get dried up a little bit. But if you get a storm that moves kind of northeasterly, that could be a problem, a strong gusty one early in the day Saturday. Otherwise, it's not a washout. Windy for the afternoon. We see those rain chances increase Saturday night into Sunday. And by Sunday morning, you start to see that cold front come through with a couple of gusty showers and storms as well. Big area of low pressure that's passing into the Great Lakes region. That's what's fueling the wind energy from this storm system. As you take another look here in the Saturday afternoon, that's our early chance along the river. Then that cold front comes in as a second storm system develops and brings in more shower and storm chances early on Sunday. For the rest of the day Sunday, it's a little bit damp and moist, but temperatures start to fall out of the 70s and 60s and down into the 50s and 40s. Rain chances, pretty good amount of rain, anywhere from a ½ inch to an inch here in Charleston. That south to southeasterly wind will have a drying effect in the valley. It's not going to have a drying effect out here. Some spots in Kentucky and Ohio could have 2 to 3 inches of rain, locally even higher if thunderstorms travel over the same areas. This sets us up for a much more chilly St. Patrick's Day. Not bad into the 50s. That's where we should be, but another warm-up on the way by the middle of next week with some dry, sunny weather.